Hi. Um, this is an update on the babies. Here they are. Um, what can I say? They're learning to be social and to hang out and to not freak out. And I've been giving them a lot of incentive. So, in case you're wondering, in case you're thinking this guy makes this look fun, it is. They're very fun pets. Um, they're still babies, so that's why they're very small. They'll get bigger. They're not mice. Trust me. You'd know mice are actually much smarter than us too. So yeah, are those little baby girls? This is Opal, and this is Amy. Hi, Amy. Amy's the calm one. Opal's the one that likes to. I don't. I'm not sure if you would call it explorer. She's just like still very skittish, but she was the one that was leaving little droppings on me when I was trying to hold her earlier last week. So yeah. So oh yeah, what do you do? So what did I do? So um, you start off by basically hand feeding them every one of their meals. You just grab a little thing to feed them and put it on your hand, on your palm. Offer it like so on your palm to them. Oops, like that. Can't get the right camera angle. And with luck, they'll take it out of your hand. You know. Um, then you can start doing weird variations of that. You can put one piece of food in each hand, two pieces of food in one hand. Because there's two. If you had like a bunch of them, it would be kind of, I don't know, it'd be up to you to see what you want to do. Probably just put the whole bunch of food in your hand and watch as each rat comes up to it and grabs a piece or multiple pieces. So the trick is, of course, when they're new, to let them get a little hungry first, so they're more inclined to take the food from your hand. Because if they're not hungry, they're going to be like, "Nah, I'm not really interested right now." But once they're hungry, they become incentivized to take the food from your hand, and it works. So basically, I end up hand feeding these guys all day long for my hand. Probably like a couple, one or two pieces per hour. And eventually at night, when I go to bed, I just give them like a whole clump of food that they can chow down on, throughout the night. So, um, yeah. So, gotta check on something. Nope, we're good. No droppings. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I am Opal. So, Amy's down here being adorable, aren't you, Amy? Amy's stuck. You're not stuck. So Amy's very calm. I can actually hand hold Amy, no problem. Opal's like, I don't want to be held right now. Just let me walk around. She doesn't know what she wants to do. So then I tried experimenting. I'll take a little piece of food in my mouth, kind of like hold it with my lips like this, and then they'll come up to you and just gently take the food away. The idea is to get them used to every part of your body and let them know all of me is connected, all of me is friendly towards you. I'm not going to hurt you, despite the fact that I'm huge compared to you. So here's my mouth. Mouth is not for hurting. Hands not for hurting you. That kind of stuff. So at one point, I would put my arm like this into the tank, and they'd learn to crawl up my arm, and there'd be a piece of food waiting on my shoulder. And now it's to the point where I take you out of the cage, and then as a reward, when you go back into the tank, I give you food before you guys go back into the tank. That's how it works. So they're a lot less skittish now. Like I said, when we first got them at the store, or when we first saw them at the store, we asked to hold them. The guy had no problem with it. We picked one up. Actually picked both of them up, and they jumped onto the floor from our hands. So again, lesson learned again, because I forgot from last time. When you hold baby rats, just gently hold them by the base of the tail so they can't jump out of your hands. Now, as you can see, they're not trying to jump away from me. They're just staying, and she's actually checking me out. So they'll stay put. They're not gonna jump off you. Now they know that I'm friendly. They're not gonna get it. They're not gonna try to go anywhere. See, that's how that works. Uh-oh. Do you have to use the bathroom? I can't tell. Hold on. Gotta maybe pause this. Yeah, she does. She doesn't. It doesn't matter. Oh, she might have already. Yep, she did. She had to go to the bathroom. That's just bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. So that happens. You don't punish them. You just put them back in the tank. That was probably not from nervousness. That was probably just from, well, it might have been nervousness. I'm not sure. Might have been just simply that they didn't like being out for 6 minutes straight. 6 minutes straight so far. At this point, thankfully, I've got a lot of paper towels hanging around. The stuff just typically drops to the floor, and I just pick it up and then wipe the floor down with some spray. Not a big deal. Unfortunately, this cannot be reused anymore because I'm not using that again. I know, I'm going to hide the hair. Give me a second. There we go. So, cleaning the floor, snap, not a big deal. I got plenty of paper towels laying around for this business. And this is not what it looks like. Okay, it's not what it looks like. This is a very old plastic bottle that we've had for like years and years and years and years and years. If you look right there, it says pet, little smiley face. It's a pet-friendly, biodegradable, natural spray. That's good for all-purpose cleaning on any surfaces, including this fake wood stuff on my floor that my floor is composed of. And since I'm in a rented house, I'm trying to be nice to, I'm trying to be a good tenant and keep the floor clean. So if they do have little accidents on top of me, for example, and it falls to the floor like it's going to, I'm going to take the time to wipe the floor and clean it just in case there's any residue. But there's usually not much residue at all, so that's typically okay. Also trying to conserve paper towels, so this is kind of a chore, having to decide how much to use and how much I don't want to use or whatever. But yeah, so here I am, hunched down, doing a video. As I was just talking about how they've grown and stuff, and I'm wiping droppings off my floor. Well, actually, no, they're already picked up, but I'm wiping the floor because of the droppings. So, but yeah, that's the general point, though, is, oops, did I just, anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if I flipped the recording or the video or not. I don't know if it happened. I'm sorry, but if it did, I'm very sorry. I suddenly realized the little red dot was over here. That way. Sorry. I never said I was a pro at these things. I'm really still new at recording stuff, Ugh. Yeah, I should sweep the floor too, huh? Shit. So, I'll finish the floor in a couple seconds, or a couple minutes anyway. That's that. So, hand feed, and eventually they just get to realize that spending time with you means I get food, and if you're giving me food, you can't be that bad a person, so why not? Really cool, because a couple minutes ago, I changed their water out. I kind of used my finger to get some water onto my finger from the water bottle, offered it to the rats, and they actually licked my finger for the first time, so I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. It happened before. Every rat would have done it, but it was just cool because this is the first time for these guys doing it. So I'm like, yes, awesome. So anyway, I'm going to try to do some interstellar pilot pretty soon today. I think we're on a roll with velocity. I'm looking forward to smashing them to death. So what's going to happen is, before we strike the final blow against velocity and take out their two trade stations, I'm going to go ahead and take out all their smaller ones first. And once I'm pretty confident that they have no more money left, I'm going to start picking off the one in that one area that I want to go and set up in. And then there you go. That's it. I'll set up my own base there. Hopefully by that time all the little ships are basically dead and I can just set up and be safe. Probably, of course, the problem is I don't have anything really major to keep me safe, so we'll see. Hopefully pay a merc or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll just, pick a, get a merc, hire a merc, use the merc. That might be okay, right? Maybe just buy something cheaper, like another Orion or two, to guard the area while I set up with one of my. Ooh, you know what? I need a crayon. I can't even use one of my haulers. So who knows? It'll be fun. Don't worry. So yeah. So that's coming up. So just wanted to update you guys on my babies, and they're doing great. It's been awesome. I haven't had babies in a while. It's been 3 years. It's so cool to watch them grow from these little palm-sized things to hand-sized things. You might be thinking that's not too big, but well, that's true. But their growth rate is interesting, So them being small is nice, but having more to pet is nice too. Instead of just going like this with your finger, you get to do this. It's a little better. Okay. If you like pet rats, drop a like down below. If you think I'm a freak, you can go ahead and leave a dislike, and cool. As always, questions, comments, constructive criticism down below. Be polite. And no nuclear wars 2021. Thanks for watching.